Wait for the computer to catch up over here so I can mute it. Looks like we have 8 people so far, so welcome. There we go. Caught up over there. Sweet. So I have some happy mail that I'm dying to get into, and I wanted to make a full video out of it. But I just can't wait since my video schedule now is moved to once a week. I was like, no, I want to play with it right now. Hi, Kathy. Very nice to see you here this morning. I'm glad you could make it. Hi, Avis. Very nice to see you. Good morning, Annie. B and W2 color. Good morning. Awesome. Hi, Sierra. It's so fun to have you guys here. Awesome. So yeah, I don't have StreamYard set up, and that's what I know Sketches and Scrubs used to do her live streaming, where then you could see her face and what's on the desk. I haven't played with that yet. It looks like it's relatively simple, but I only thought of it a little bit before this. Hi, Gina. Hi, Ravonda. Anyway, so when I switch down to the desk, you won't be able to see my face, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. Busy Bee, good evening. So you must be on a different part of the world for sure. Cool. All right. Well, Valerie, hello there. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I guess we should just go ahead and move down to the desk so we can get into, oh, you're in Asia? Yep, okay. Well, at least it's, well, I'm not sure what time it is over there, but it's evening and not the middle of the night, at least for you. Okay, well, that's what I'm assuming anyway. Let's go ahead and move down to the desk. And do I have my studio lights on? Yes, I do. Hang on. Gotta scooch these over so they are actually shining on the paper down here. So what I have to do now is flip the camera I'm using down, and I have to spin it around. So close your eyes for a minute so you don't get dizzy. I will tell you when it's safe to open them because I'm going to move the camera right now and it gets a little crazy. So close your eyes, unless you don't mind the spinning. And we should be good to open them now. Okay. Let me get where I can see the chat over on this screen. Cool. 11 p.m. Oh yeah, it's pretty late. Hello, GA Castle. Good morning. Okay. See where this is and get this studio light out of the way. So what I have is a fun box of goodies that I just got. Maggie, good morning. I just got in my mail this week, Monday. And then this is Happy Mail that I already opened with you guys, but I haven't had a chance to play with yet. So there's some watercolor in here as well, and some watercolors in here. So we have played with the Holbein colors, or these, actually, they don't look like they've been played with, but thought I did. Maybe we didn't. Anyway, some of these in here we have not played with. But let's start with the new one, since you guys did see this in previous video. She sent me, good morning, Deb. So good to see you this morning. She sent me this very nice Princeton Aqua Elite Oval Wash 1/2-inch brush. So that's fun. I actually thought about doing the swatching today with this brush, but I was afraid, since I wasn't very used to it, that it would look kind of funny, that maybe I wouldn't do a good job. So we'll decide about that later. I did get out my usual swatching brushes over here, but I love these Princeton Aqua Elites. You can see I have one right here that she actually sent me. Same person. Very generous. Paint and hiding. Oh, you missed the start. Good morning, V. Good week. Well, I had a rough start to the week, but it ended very nicely. I went on a bike ride with a friend yesterday, and that was nice. So she sent me this zipper case, which I like because it's so big. In fact, I have over here a very long little sketchbook. This is one of the Handbook & Co. watercolor sketchbooks that I haven't played with since a long time ago. When's the last painting? 8/23 of 21. But anyway, it's long and it would fit in there, so that's kind of neat. I'll probably use this for my one of my mini watercolor kits that I like to put together. I have so many travel cases that I put that little purse together, but I do tend to switch them up every once in a while. Now we get into the watercolors, and she sent a lot and poured some herself, and just so much fun in this box here. So we have Gogh's Ultramarine Blue here, and Rosa Gallery's Magenta Rose. So these will be fun to try. Obviously, I've used Gogh's Ultramarine Blue. I said that weird. Terry, oh, I love the piano painting. Oh, thank you. Painted it on your birthday. Well, happy birthday in August for you. So I'm not sure if I have Magenta Rose in my Rosa Gallery palette. I actually didn't go get that. I should have gotten that out before the stream here, but I didn't even think about it. Okay, and this, we have 2 Izaro paints. How fun is that? They're new to me. I only have that one palette I set up here on the channel. So we have Indanthrene Blue and Boreal Blue. And we'll have to get the Izaro palette out and see if we have those at some point. Maybe not today, because, well, actually, it wouldn't take me too long to find them. The drawer is just right over there that I keep my watercolor palettes in. This Imgram, I know I have an Imgram Burnt Sienna. At least I thought I did. We'll have to pull that out too. And a transparent red iron oxide. That will be fun. Now, Burnt Sienna is one of my most used colors, so I love having the tube. More is better, because I will be using that up if I ever get back to my paints. I feel like I haven't painted in a while because I played with these markers, really horribly played with them, but still played with them. And then I have another thing of markers that I want to play with. I really like markers. Do you guys like markers? Not very good at them, but I sure love them. Okay, so she knew I had the violet iron oxide in my earth friendly palette from Da Vinci, but she sent this so that I'd have a backup, because the violet iron oxide I have is just in a pan. So now I can fill that up when it goes empty. It's one of my most favorite colors over there on that palette. So that will be fun. And look what she sent me. Every time I've ordered from Da Vinci, which has only been like twice, but still, I've been so tempted to get this. This is Charlie O'Shield's little sketching stuff coloring set, and it has such bright and fun colors. Busy Bee says, I have exactly one marker of that company. You believe it was an alcohol marker. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, look at these bright, beautiful colors. I mean, I guess you could say these aren't bright and beautiful right here, these 4, but still, it's a happy palette. Oh, today you watched it? Yeah, that was a horrible piece of artwork, but I still enjoyed coloring. And this sticker, I love this. It's not hoarding when it's watercolors. Isn't that so funny and so true? Yep, not hoarding when it's watercolors. So that'll be fun to put somewhere. I should put it on my watercolor drawer, right? So many watercolors in there, and I love them all. Oh, and this little clip here was, I think it was on this with a note, but look at the cute little bag. That alone is fun. And the bag is full of goodies. Look at that. Ah, I love it. I just love it. Gina, yeah, this is a cute sticker. I love this sticker. I actually wonder where she got it from. It probably came with a Daniel Smith order, because it looks like these are Daniel Smith paints in the squirrel's mouth and hands. That's so cute. Anyway, so here's all the half pans we get to play with today. And you can see I have my paper set up under here for swatching. So we have a Rosa Gallery Sepia. The trick will be keeping these where I know what they are. So I have to luckily I have this video I can reference later. So this was really neat. She lives in a very humid environment. So she put these little oxygen absorbers into the envelopes with the pans. Oops. And then she has trouble with the Rosa Gallery paints where she lives. They don't, what do you call that? They don't set up so much. So anyway, this one luckily is labeled very well, so I don't have to worry about losing that one. So many pretty watercolors. I know. Let's see if these are all labeled. I'll go ahead and lay them out on the top. They might get in the way. Well, I'll just tell you what they are and then we'll do them one at a time. So we have Da Vinci Joyce's Mother's Green, Van Gogh Azo Greenish Yellow, Rosa Ultramarine Blue, Da Vinci's Joyce's Mother's Violet. So we have a Mother's Green and a Mother's Violet. That will be fun to try. I really do like the Joyce's palette. This is, I don't know for sure. We'll have to see if it's labeled. So she groups American Journey with Da Vinci Raw Umber Violet. So I don't know if this is a mixture of the two or if this is Da Vinci's Raw Umber Violet. Well, I think it'll probably say on the pan inside. That'll be fun. Van Gogh's Neutral Tint. Oh, love it. Love it. Can't wait. Daniel Smith, German Greenish Raw Umber. Her note on this one is so funny because everyone should have The World's Ugliest Color. And if you guys don't know that reference, The World's Ugliest Color, that is from Becky Tregear. I almost said that wrong. It's from Becky Tregear's video when she featured this color and called it basically the world's ugliest color. It was so funny, and she got some slack for it too, but I thought it was hilarious. Let's see. You think you have those tiny post-it notes with clocks? Oh, cool. Rosa is Ukrainian brand, so it might be similar to the White Knights. Yeah, I found the Rosa Gallery is a lot softer than the White Knights, but both are quite nice paints. How do Da Vinci watercolors compare or behave differently to Daniel Smith or Winsor and Newton? They re-wet easier than Winsor and Newton. At least if you've bought the Winsor and Newton and you've poured them from the tube, then let them dry. They're a little bit harder to re-wet than Da Vinci. Da Vinci's are just beautiful. I really like them. I like them, I don't know, better than some of the Daniel Smith colors, although there are some Daniel Smith colors that I do really enjoy, like the sap green. But Da Vinci is awesome. Looking forward to seeing Joyce's colors swatched out. Me too. Okay, so Da Vinci Stormy. Oh, that'll be fun. I've been dying to try that one. She's told me a long time ago that she was going to send that. Not a long time ago. 2 weeks for me is a long time ago. She told me she was going to send that to me, and I'm very, very happy to have received it. Thank you. All of these. I mean, my goodness. And Da Vinci Denise's Gray. Wow, see, so we got Stormy and Denise's Gray. That is awesome. So those are fairly new colors, if I'm remembering correctly, and I think I am. All right, so let's do this first swatch here. Sorry about the moving the camera again. Trying to get you close enough you can see, but the paper's so big. This will be interesting. Okay. We'll start here with the Rosa Gallery Sepia. Oh, I better get my salt. Oh, I think I lost it. There it is. Anyway, so this is how I set up my main watercolor project swatching. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as if this were, it is going to go into my swatching project little business card sleeves, and I'll add it to the little inventory of all of the watercolors I have. So I wet it out from the black line down, or halfway down the black line, and then I don't pre-wet the pan because I like to see how they do. And then I get a pretty good mass tone on the top, and I come down into the water, and when I hit the water it creates a nice gradient, so that's fun. I mean, most of you guys have watched all my videos on this, so this is nothing new, but in case we have somebody new, then that's the process. That's a very, very beautiful sepia. And then I put salt along the right side. So I do have a bit of a glare, looks like. Let me see if I move this studio light aside, if that helps, or if it's too dark. It's a little bit dark now. I thought about moving my studio table kind of under a window. I didn't know if that would help being under a window or not, but let's see. Boy, I don't know. It might be better with the light. We'll try it without the light shining right on it for now and hope for the best. Okay, so that was the sepia. Let's see. Let's do the Joyce's colors since I know you guys want to see those. So this is the Joyce's Mother's Violet. Love these cute little envelopes. Okay, is this labeled? It is. Perfect. So I don't have to worry too much about messing up. Okay, so get clean water. Come down from the line. I know on live, it takes a while. It's the part I always cut out of my edited videos is the watering because it's boring. You like it better without the light? Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. Wow, look at this color. It looks so pretty. Wait, can you see it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's see. Ooh. Does this have white in it? No, but it has like that white luminosity, which I really enjoy. I enjoy when colors have a little white added into them. I don't mind it at all. But this is just PB33 and PB15. Ooh, I see some of that blue coming out. Wow. Interesting. Okay, that's a fun color. Very fun. Salt. Hi, Catalina. Happy to catch at least some of your live. I'm glad you're here. Okay, Kathy just got 3 Daniel Smith tube and Van Gogh 3 tube. Haven't had a chance to try them yet. Oh, it'll be so fun when you get a chance to try them. So fun. I also have something I'm going to send to you. I don't know if you saw that in the email that I'm excited for you to try. Okay, this next one is Da Vinci's Joyce's Mother's Green. PG7, PBR7, and PY42. We'll put that up there so we can keep track of it. I love greens, so I am quite anxious to see what this color looks like. Get some water on the subject. Okay. Now, re-wet it. Very easy. I have to be careful when I do that not to spew the paint. You see these little dots? This brush tends to do that, I think, because it has that stray hair. Can you see that little hair pulling out the side of the brush right there? I think that tends to make paint kind of go everywhere. Plus, if you flick the brush out of the pan like I was doing, that doesn't help either. Wow, this is a pretty color. Let me get a little more water in the brush and get some more paint going on. All right, get an extra layer here. Oh yeah. Wow, that's pretty. That is a green that could be so useful for me. I don't really paint a lot of flowers, but if I did, the greenery on it would be really realistic, and also just for landscapes, grass and fields and whatnot. Can you guys see the blue separating in the Mother's Violet? It's so pretty. They were super expensive for you. Oh, yeah. Dang. I'm going to put this here. Okay. So let me scooch this studio light off to the side because it looks like it's glaring a little bit as well. To me, American brands of watercolors are too expensive. They are expensive, except Da Vinci. Da Vinci for us is very affordable, but we have easy access to it here. But if you didn't have easy access to it, then the shipping would probably be horribly expensive. Yeah, that green will find its way into my palette. So pretty. It is so pretty. We need to compare it to Denise's green. Do I have that palette handy? We should do that real quick. Put them side by side. I'm just curious. Oops, I just bumped the whole paper. Hang on, I'm going to grab my Da Vinci palette. Even though I've already swatched the Denise's green in my watercolor project, I think it would be fun to see these side by side. So which one is Denise's green? It is down on the bottom. Wait, is that the bottom? Yes, 5 in. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Let's see. This green looks like Aquarius green. It does. It has that little bit of a brown tint to it that is so pretty. Probably the little bit of, yeah, it has a brown and a yellow. I was going to say a little bit of yellow, but has a brown and a yellow in it. Where Denise's green, where did I put my swatch sheet? Denise's green is PY 129 and a PB6. So it's much more, I was going to say much more simple. It's only simple by 1 less pigment, but it's right here and there's a big dent in it already. I don't know if you can see that with the strange lighting, but that's because I use it all the time when I use this palette. Yeah, so it's a much brighter green. So pretty though. Oh my goodness, is it pretty? Wow, let me just make sure I have the right one. Yep, that is the right one. I wanted to be doubly, triply sure. So that is the Denise's green. So yep, the mother green is much more earthy. Fun to see those right next to each other. A watercolorist, hi. Okay. So I'll have to remember I stuck Denise's green in there. Let's see if we put these up here. This probably will knock them off, I'm sure. Okay, let's do Denise's gray. Another Da Vinci color. This one is PB36 and PR. Okay, thought we lost internet for a second. I'm on satellite internet here, so it's always a little iffy, but looks like it caught up. Let me double check the resolution. Oh, it went over to 144 here. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Da Vinci. Denise's gray. Get some of the more green out of my brush here. Okay. And re-wet this. Ooh, that's pretty. Looks purpley almost, even though it's a blue and a red. Well, blue and a red make a purple. There you go. That's funny. Oh, that's pretty. So this is like a lavender gray. Oh, I am so thrilled to have this. That is gorgeous. Holy moly. And I don't know if you guys can see that. You obviously can see the pigment load there. That's intense. That's really neat. That took barely any paint. Wow. Love it. So I'm still getting a glare. Maybe I should just turn the studio lights off altogether. I think I can still see if I do that. Let me see if that's better without studio lights. Yeah, I think that is better without the studio lights. It's because my phone that I'm using for the live stream, it adjusts to different light way better than the usual camera I use to film. Geez, talking. What color is that? Denise's gray. The one I just did is Denise's gray by Da Vinci. Okay, let's do one more Da Vinci here while we're on the Da Vinci kick. This is the Stormy. I can't wait to see this one. This is a PBK6, PB15, and a PV19. All right. I'm going to save these little envelopes and the little oxygen absorbers. What a good idea. So here we are, Stormy. You can some water on the subject. A little more water on the subject. I've been dying to see what these colors are like ever since I received them on Monday. Just dying. Just haven't had time. PB36, PR101, or PO102. PB36, a PR101. Yeah, 101. All right, so the Stormy, PBK6, PB15, and PV19. Ooh. Ooh, you can see the PB15 coming through, mixed with the PV19. Yes. So this reminds me a lot of that blue I made myself for the Michael Harding, well, the blue Payne's Gray Indigo kind of color I made with the Michael Harding watercolors. This is pretty. Yeah, this could take the place of either indigo for me or a very blue leaning Payne's Gray. It's beautiful. Definitely bluer than a Payne's Gray, but it's like indigo mixed with Indon 3 maybe. I don't know. It's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Cool. All right, let's go back to the Rosa Ultramarine Blue. So we did a Rosa in the beginning, and now we're going to do another one. Make sure it's labeled here. Yes, it is. Perfect. Nice. That Stormy is gorgeous. I agree, Bailey. That is so pretty. Oops, I just spewed water everywhere. There we go. Too much water. Yeah, that's Stormy. That I'm so grateful she sent me these new colors to try. So nice. Okay, Rosa Gallery, Ultramarine Blue. These are usually very strong paints, and they are a joy. Oh, yes, they do not disappoint. Look at that. Wow. That's so nice. I don't have much water in the brush, so it's pulling a little of the pigment back up into the brush, but looks like it's working out okay. Yeah, that's nice. Wow. Okay. I do love Rosa Gallery paints, and I just haven't had the opportunity to work with them as much as I would like. Need more painting time. All right, got a mess over here. Let me scoot this over. Let's go ahead and do this Van Gogh neutral tint. Okay. PBK6 and a PV19. Reminds her of Denise's Gray. Ooh, that'll be fun to see the difference then, because we have Denise's Gray right here. Okay, I'm going to take a drink of my hot coffee. I actually have coffee this morning instead of tea because I bought a coffee that I really like. It's oh shoot, San Francisco, or I don't know what it is, but it's good. Okay. So Van Gogh's neutral tint, but she wrote Da Vinci here, but I'm pretty sure it was Van Gogh's that she was sending me, so I'll have to ask her. So the note says Van Gogh, but the pan says Da Vinci, and she's not on the live stream, so I'll ask her by email, and I'll maybe pin it in the comments afterwards. But yeah, I don't know, Van Gogh or Da Vinci. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I'm so excited. I like neutral tints. Ooh, yeah, very purple. Very purple. She's so right. Reminds her of Denise's Gray. Yes, it sure does. Wow. They look almost identical. That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm glad they call this one neutral tint and not sepia, because it's very much not sepia. Sepia in my opinion, you know, needs to be more like brown leaning. This is, yeah, it's purple. That's cool. Okay, wish I picked up the Denise's Gray and Joyce's Mother Violet while Da Vinci sale was on. Yeah, no kidding. I'll tell you what I got for color. Daniel Smith, Undersea Green. Yes, Cascade Green. Moon Glow. Oh, you picked the good colors from Daniel Smith, Kathy. That's awesome. From Van Gogh, Indigo, Turquoise Green, and Dust Green. All beautiful colors. Excellent choices, in my opinion. Okay, so I think this is Da Vinci's Raw Umber Violet, PBR7 and PV19. Let's see. The dusk green is one of my favorite Van Gogh colors. Okay, so Raw Umber Violet. Okay, so it looks like she did mix American Journey with Da Vinci. Cool. That's neat. This will be fun. Okay. Get some water going. Too much water. You picked some really great colors there, Kathy. The undersea green is so pretty. So is the cascade green. Moon glow. I mean, how can you not like moon glow? I know people get sad about its lack of light fastness, but it is a beautiful color. Okay, let's see what this mixture looks like. I'm very curious. Ooh. So it's like a burgundy, like a wine color maybe. Okay. That's very, very neat. That's giving me painting ideas right there. Just the color alone. That's neat. What do you guys think of that one? That's cool. I can't wait to show you this swatch that's off camera right now. It's so neat. Which one is it? The Mother's Violet? Yeah, you're going to die when you see it. Cascade Green is one of your favorites from Daniel Smith. Yeah. Loving that color. Yeah, that color is, that's striking. That's cool. Okay, let me scoot the paper over because we need to start on the other end now. Do you guys see this? Joyce's Mother's Violet. Whoa. The separation there is incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. Wow. Makes me think of Potter's Pink but Dark. Yeah, good point. Good point. Okay, we have two more in the envelopes and then we will move to the tubes. This is Van Gogh's Azo Greenish Yellow. She loves this color. Okay, I'm really excited to see it. Van Gogh Azo Greenish Yellow. AGY. I don't think you guys can see the edge of the paper yet. Let me scoot you over some more. Maybe there. To wait for the screen to catch up. It's so far behind. Okay, well, I'll water this while I'm waiting for the screen to catch up over there so I can actually see what I am showing you guys on camera here. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. I guess I could zoom you in a little bit. If I do, I have a hard time seeing. Okay, Azo Greenish Yellow, Van Gogh. This looks fun. I just love colors, period. Oh, yeah. Very greenish yellow. Wow, look how bright it can get when it's diluted. Pretty. So that reminds me of farmers' fields, you know, in that off season when they're not fully grown but not fully dead, kind of like that painting I did in the Honolulu sketchbook with the Michael Harding watercolors. That kind of vibe. Okay. Very interesting color. All right, last one in the pan from her. I do have the others from the previous haul here, but Let's do all these first. Daniel Smith, German greenish raw umber. Okay, we got the ugly color going on. I can't wait to see this. Okay. Out with ya. German greenish raw umber. Don't have the, oh yeah, PBR 7. Okay. Simple as that. And get some water on the subject again, man. If we didn't have to do that step. I do like coming into water though, because it makes the gradient easier and you can really see if there's granulation or color separation. Okay, I don't know if I have enough water in my brush, so we'll see. Oh yeah. Okay. That's not bad. I do need more water in the brush. Yeah, it's like a gray brown. It's interesting. I do need to get more. It's a little bit hard to re-wet. See if I can get more of it out. Yeah, difficult to re-wet. So I'm not really getting any more mass tone, maybe a little bit, but that one would probably benefit from having water in it ahead of time, because I bet you could get a bit thicker mass tone. You almost bought it yesterday. It's neat. As far as the color goes, let me see if I let some water sit on it for a while. We'll try that again after a bit. See if we can't get more mass tone out of that one. Okay, so now we need to move to the pan paints. This is the Rosa Gallery Magenta Rose. Hopefully they don't spew out really fast. Whoop. I have more in there than I need, but that's the way of it, right? Okay, Rosa Gallery Magenta Rose. Get our water on. More than that. All right. Get some of this. Wow, that is incredibly vibrant. Whew. Oh my goodness. Try and get it all mixed up in the brush. Oh boy. Such intensity. That's the one thing I noticed with these Rosa Gallery paints. Every time I used them before, they actually reminded me a lot of Core, because they really like to spread in water. They're very intense. And I find them quite fascinating. So yeah, I don't know if I have that color or not. We'll look some other time. Okay, let's do. Oh, I've already, I actually don't have any of my core paints swatched for my watercolor project yet, so we might as well do the ultramarine blue, and I won't have to do it later. Ah, this one really came out. I'm gonna have to do another use it up video where I try and use all the paint that ends up in this palette here. Which is fun. Wait, I'm confused. Where did I put the other? Oh, right there. I'm like, where did I put the other tube? I'm just going to put this one over here. So core, ultramarine blue is just the usual PB29. Try and put this palette over here where it won't shadow the swatch card. I'm excited. I guess I used my core mini, but other than that, I haven't used my core paints in way too long. Okay, let's see here. Just trying to get it all nicely mixed up, and in we go. Oh my gosh, yeah. I didn't even think I had that much mixed in, and look how it spreads. Love it. I love it. So fun. Okay. And it just keeps spreading more. I love it. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. just like has a mind of its own, and it's so fun. All right, that one was fun to do. Okay, let's do so many good choices here. Let's do the Imgram transparent red iron oxide. Did that go under the tape? No, okay. What type of salt? Yeah, this is regular table salt mixed with kosher salt, and I had like coarse grain kosher salt in my house, and that was all I had at the time, and so that's what ended up in here. And then I got just regular iodized table salt and kind of added it in so that I could have some thinner chunks of salt too, if you will, because that kosher salt's quite coarse. So just incidentally ended up like that. Oopsie, kind of spewed out. This one has a tiny bit of binder separation. This is transparent red iron oxide. It is PR 101, the light fastness of 1. Okay. Now, I was thinking about using July because July is the official World Watercolor Month, even though Doodle Wash puts out prompts all year long. July is the official month, and I was thinking about using July to do my watercolor showdown where I use all my brands of watercolor kind of one after the other. And I want to know out of these brands if there is one that I absolutely prefer. See, this runs in water too. Anyway, that I absolutely prefer more than another brand. Or if what I suspect is going to happen, like I know I love Daniel Smith's sap green as far as the hue and all of that. I suspect I'm going to end up with certain colors that I will like from different brands better, and I'm hoping that is kind of the case because it would be really fun to do a mixed palette because I've never really done that. I don't have a mixed palette. I don't mix my brands very much, well, or at all, not currently. So it would be fun to do that. But I'm curious, like I've always said that, you know, Core is my favorite watercolor. And then when I got Rosa Gallery, I'm like, ooh, this is a close one to Core, right? But do I like Rosa Gallery as much as Core? Do I like it better? Do I maybe like M. Graham now better or Da Vinci? I don't even know. I can't get the lid off of the burnt sienna. So I think I could go get it out of my palette if you guys want to see it. I don't think it's in, it might be in my project. Sorry if you can't hear me. Okay. Here's my palette. In Graham. I think I have burnt sienna in here. So sticky. I have these Sennelier paints on the top, the lid that still stick to everything. These are Sennelier on the top. Oh, I have the transparent red iron oxide, but I don't have the burnt sienna. Interesting. Could have swore I had a burnt sienna. Well, now we really need to get that open. I have to run it under hot water. But that is very far away. Yeah, a pair of pliers is a good idea. I've got pliers in the house, just not here at the studio, but I sure could use them right now. Yeah, let's see. Well, if we have time at the end, I will run that under hot water. I could probably just dip it in my water now, but that's kind of scary. We'll see. We'll see if that turns out to be a mess or not. All right, Da Vinci Violet Iron Oxide. Since she sent it to me, I will show it to you, but it is in here, and it is 2, 3. Wait, gotta figure this out. Violet Iron Oxide. It's the 4th one right here. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so this is just the one that came with this set. And so once I run out, now I have refill. Ooh. Yeah, I do love that color. It's quite nice. Hi, Sue. Boiling hot there in the UK. Amber warning for thunder. Oh, man. We were supposed to get rain here all week. And we only got rain. What is today? Friday. We only got rain Wednesday night. It's very disappointing. The nice thing about the rain Wednesday night, it made it nice and cool for my bike ride yesterday. And I may go on a hike today with the dogs and some painting supplies. Well, only one of the dogs can handle a hike. But anyway, there's Violet Iron Oxide by Da Vinci. But it does keep it cooler for a couple days after it rains here, which is great. Okay, let's do the Izaro Boreal Blue. Let's see if I can get this one open. Oh boy, I may just have to go get the pliers, guys. I think they're upstairs from doing that closet project. Oh, I got this one because I don't think I put any of those tools away yet. Yeah. Okay. Mitzi, out here on the high plains, haven't had 2 days straight without rain. Katerina loves the Violet Iron Oxide. Yeah, it's so pretty. Or you said that it's lovely. Yes, I always want to try Izaro watercolor paints. They're kind of expensive. They are expensive. Very expensive. Just like A Gallo is very expensive. I love the A Gallo ones. I still need to try them on really good paper and kind of explore the layering that we were curious about, if they could actually layer. I might actually need more paint out of the tube than this. Okay. Wow. So this Boreal Blue reminds me a lot of the Denise's Gray and the, what was that one? The neutral tint. It's very purple, but I need more. Didn't get enough out. Okay. Whoa, made a mess because I fumbled the lid. Now it's all over my fingers. Oh, gotta go to a meeting. Okay, thanks for Vonda. I'm so glad you were here for a while. All right. Yeah, this one's really purpley. I like it. Interesting. We have 3 very similar colors here. That neutral tint, the Denise's Gray, and this one, Boreal Blue. Okay. Some salt on the subject. Fun. And let's do the Indanthrene Blue by Izaro. Little cat hair in there. Move that out of the way. These lids are hexagonal. Is that the right word? I don't know. I didn't count them. Maybe octagonal. Wow, I said that all wrong. Anyway, they're a little hard to grip. Okay. I'm excited for this one. Indanthrene blues are usually deep and beautiful. So let's scooch this over. Okay. Some water mixed with some cat hair. I just can't win with the cat hair. Yeah, this one looks, oh, this one looks very, very blue. Interesting. Ooh, so pretty. That's like a blue. Blue, a true blue, a true blue. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty. How are all of your pets? They're great. My golden retriever didn't eat dinner one night this week. She used to do that a lot until we switched her food. And Let's see. Let's go to these. Anyway, because she didn't eat dinner, she missed her aspirin and her glucosamine pill because it was in her food. And so she was hurting unit the next morning because she didn't have her aspirin in her. Okay, so this is from now this previous Happy Mel that I haven't played. I've been waiting to play with these until I could make a dedicated like Roman Szmal video, and that hasn't happened yet. So let's swatch this Jackson's Phthalo Blue. It's a good thing I'll have this video to go back and reference what all these colors are. Okay, it's loose in the pan. A little bit of water would fix that. Do that later. Oh, okay, so this Phthalo Blue, to me, it feels like it has a little white in it. Like when paints have a little white in them, they have that certain look to them, kind of like cobalt blues and stuff like that. But anyway, I know cobalt blues don't always have white in them, but it has that feel about it. And look how it ran in water. That's neat. Okay, I love it. I love this. This is very, very pretty. Yeah. That would make a beautiful sky. Which is interesting because phthalo blues, I don't usually choose. Well, yeah, I guess I do choose them for skies. You just really water them down. I choose it over ultramarine blue for skies. Let me put it that way. Sometimes I put ultramarine blue in the sky when I want it more moody. And in throne blue, I have it's a bit darker. Yeah, this one is lighter than I expected it to be. Although now that it's drying, it does seem to be a little bit darker than it was at first, but that could just be after looking at this one. This one looks dark now. Okay, let's scooch the paper back over this way. Pull the camera this way a little. Now, Maimeri blue. I have never ever tried a Maimeri blue paint before. At least if I have, I don't remember it. So this is Raw Umber, color number 493, 3-star light fast rating, semi-transparent or semi-opaque, one or the other. Pigment is Umber Natural, PBR 7. Yeah, semi-transparent it says. Okay. Can I just push it out of there? No, it is stuck. Okay. Well, we will open it like that. Little foil package. It's always fun. The phthalo looks like the cerulean hue. Yeah, I agree. It's really pretty, and it's separating, kind of interesting, or like soaking into the paper fibers in a pretty interesting way. I'll show it to you again before we end the day. Oh shoot, I didn't know it would stick. So let me see if I'll get a different brush and see if I can get that paper off of it. Darn it. It's not happy about coming off. Almost got it. Okay. Now I need to grab it with my fingers. There we go. I got the paper off. So, Maimeri Blue Raw Umber. Raw umbers, I have like a love-hate relationship with them. Some of them are really striking in their hue, and some are just ugly, but useful. So I say ugly, but yet they're still useful in landscapes and whatnot. So it'll be interesting. I'm very excited to see what this one is like. So yeah, it's a little sticky, so let me get more water in the brush. Re-wets really easily though. And okay. Looks like this one might move a lot in water too. Let's see when we hit the water. Nope, I was wrong. Doesn't move at all. At least not with this low of a pigment load. Let's try this some more. Okay, so it's low tinting. It looks like I'm not getting a whole lot of pigment out of it. Get some more water on the brush. And that's fine. You don't don't always need a strong tinting paint. Like I was telling you guys with the Michael Harding ones, it was kind of a pain to have to water them down all the time, but yet they'll last forever that way, so that's always good. Okay, and some salt, and I kind of forgot about that Daniel Smith greenish raw umber that we put some water on. Kind of curious. Do I have just scrap paper around? I think I do. Yeah, here's the same paper, just dirty. So let's see, with this having water on it, this is the greenish raw umber, if we'll get a better mass tone, a little bit. So letting that one re-wet ahead of time could be useful, but I don't think that it's vital. You're not going to get a huge difference. I'll hold them up next to each other here just a sec. And granted, remember the one on the right is still wet. Let me see if I can get that off. It's still wet, so it is going to show up a little bit darker than the one on the left. But we'll see. We'll leave them there and see what they look like as they dry. Okay, let's do this Roman Szmal one. This is cobalt blue. Okay, I love cobalts. This will be fun. PB 28. Medium staining, granulating, semi-transparent. All right. Oh, I forgot. These are ones that I usually stick in my freezer for a couple of minutes before I undo them. And didn't even think about that this morning. Oh, it's coming off okay. It's not that, it's actually kind of chilly in my art room right now. My art room's in the basement. And it stays pretty cool down here. As long as I don't have the side window open over there, the sun comes in there really a lot. So I have one of those cellular shades on it that will keep, it's like a blackout shade. Keeps the heat out and the rays. So when I don't want it to get too sunny or too hot, I just shut that a little bit. It's about 2/3 shut right now because I had sun shining on the desk and it was too hard to see everything. Oh, I just love Roman Szmal paint. See, I also love Roman Szmal. They're like one of my most favorites. Moves the tiniest bit in water. I didn't have a whole lot of pigment on the brush though either. All right. What time is it? Okay, we haven't been going too horribly long, about an hour. Wow, that's just beautiful. Yeah, I'm going to say something I'm probably going to regret, but if I could only have one brand of watercolor, Roman Szmal would definitely be in the running. I would have to pick between Roman Szmal, Rosa Gallery, and Core. I would have to. That would be a hard choice. Okay, this one. Oh, hey, another one. Cypress Raw Umber Brownish. We're just in that mood today. And PBR 7 Earth Pigment, medium staining, granulating, semi-transparent. All right, let's see if this one comes off the pan okay or not. Yeah, super easily. These were in my little closet where it is, like I said, nice and cool here. More coffee. I was getting thirsty. Not that coffee really quenches your thirst, but it does at least wet your mouth, right? Okay. That's kind of a lot of water, but we'll just go with it. I'm really curious about this color. Is it going to be pretty? Is it going to be ugly? It's so cool that we have this one here and this one to compare it to right here. That's perfect. Okay, that moves in water quite a bit. That's neat. Get some more. I always do 2 to 3 layers on this. Looks like this one Probably only need these 2 layers. Yeah. Yeah, so this one's definitely more brown than the others. Well, that one's pretty brown. This one definitely has the little bit of greenish tint to it, which, you know, is its namesake, right? This one seems definitely more brown. And just to refresh my memory, Cypress raw umber brownish. Yeah, this is not a greenish raw umber, so that would be why. Just brownish. Okay. Now we have, oh, quinacridone gold hue. That's going to be beautiful. PR 102 and a PY 150. Medium granulation, staining, and transparent. And Quin Golds are usually so pretty. Looks like my internet's not too happy about streaming this long, but we're almost done-ish. I have those other tube paints we could play with too, as long as people didn't mind going over an hour here. I don't know if people will watch a live stream after the fact that's over an hour or not. Would you guys? Sometimes I would. Often I would, especially if it's swatching new watercolors. And I'll just put it on while I am doing something else, but where I can still look up and see the colors once they get on the paper, I will watch something that's longer than an hour. But yes, Gina would. Good. Okay, Quin Gold Hue, here we go. Oh, that's so pretty. Quin Golds just, they have a life to them, you know? They shine. Well, I need a little more water in my brush. All right. Oh, yeah, that's just beautiful. Problem with this brush, it is kind of thirsty. Like, it will hold a lot of water, so if I'm not careful, it sucks the color back off the swatch sheet, so I have to do it just right. It's still worth using because it's a nice big brush. I do like it a lot. Except for that stray hair and the loose ferrule, which I still haven't fixed. Such an easy fix, and I haven't done it yet, but you'll put it in the background. Yeah, you'll watch anything art related that's long, as long as it's chatty too. Yeah, I like the chatty ones. I was watching a swatching video the other day. I think it was yesterday, because yesterday I came back from the bike ride and just kind of wanted to relax. And she was talking at first, but then, sorry, I can't do this and talk at the same time. When she was swatching, then Love and Life, I will watch. Good. Good to know. Then she stopped talking and just put the pigment information up on the screen, and I wish she would have at least said the pigment information also, but that's okay. Okay, so this is Turner. I have not tried any Turner watercolors that I remember. So this is alizarin crimson. It is a PR 83 with a very low light fast rating, as PR 83s are. And I sent some of this to Annie Noodle. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, she has such fun art. Anyway, someday, Annie, you'll have time to try these out. Same here. I haven't had time to try them out yet either, so you're not alone. I was like, hey, I have a nice big tube of this. I'll send some along. Now we get to try it for the first time. Okay. Are we ready? Wow. That's really striking looking in the palette, at least. There was some binder separation. That's why I'm mixing it around so much. On your list for July. Sweet. Oh, and Annie and I have a live stream scheduled. Wait, is it a live stream? Are we doing a live stream or a collaboration? I think a live stream. Scheduled for each other, where we're going to be together on it in July. That one moves in water quite a bit. Cool. That's pretty. Of course, all alizarin crimsons usually are pretty, but not very light fast. But you know, if you scan your work and sell prints, who cheers. Use the pretty colors. Yes, a live stream. I was texting you that while I was doing about 20 other things, so I was like, I can't remember. Yeah, live stream. Just forgive me. Sometimes I'm a dork. Okay, another Turner manganese blue hue, PB15. Interesting. Very good light fastness. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Can you guys see the palette? I think maybe. Now that one comes out nice and thick. It's that beautiful manganese blue color, even though it's a hue. I like it. I'm going to scoot this off to the side just a bit. Get some water on the subject again. We've lost some of our people, but this has been a long stream, so people have work and lives, man. You'll be there for it. When is it? I'd have to look at my texts. I forgot already. I did put it in my calendar, but I forgot. That's why I put it in my calendar, because I forget. I was wondering, how is your... Oh, you know, that's so funny that you asked that, Busy Bee, because my phone reminded... It just dinged this morning at right as this live stream was starting to check on my gouache palette, because I have it in my phone to ding me once a month to check on it. So I can pull it out here at the end of this stream and show you, because I have no idea, and that'll be live. So I hope it's okay. I sprayed the Himi Gouache mold spray on it, and I had my phone ding me last month to check it, but I was not home. And so I thought I put the calendar reminder to ding me once I was going to be at home, but if it did, I missed it and totally forgot. So it hasn't been checked in 2 months, I'm pretty sure. So this is koi tube paint. So I didn't even know koi made tube paint because I didn't pay any attention to that. And this is the ultramarine blue. Doesn't show pigment information on the tube, but we can assume it's probably a PB29. Yeah, nice timing for sure. That was so funny. Oh, yuck. Binder separation. Gross. Okay. I just say gross because that's a really dark looking binder. Yeah, we'll pull that gouache palette out, because if I look at it with you, then I can not worry about it being on my phone ding. That'll be fun to see. Fun or scary, one or the other. Oh, this actually seems quite nice. Ooh. Yeah. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that my first impression of a koi watercolor paint like this would be quite so favorable, but I really am liking that so far. Maybe their tube paint is different than their little pans, but I don't know. I have not done research. Manganese blue. I was inspired to try to create a Colorado palette. Nice. After getting a set of handmade paints based on the Iowa prairie. Manganese was my choice for a Colorado sky. Heck yes. I like that. It's beautiful. And I used a manganese blue, the actual PB33 one, not the hue, in a sky, and I had to blot it out because it was so granulating. It just didn't quite work right, but it was still really a pretty color. I just didn't want that much granulation in that particular sky. So this one is gray, just gray. Dang, I wish they had information on the tube. I know we could probably go to their website and look it up, but not right now. Yep, more binder separation, and that's a nasty looking binder. Dang. Should probably put the lid back on and try and squish this around. I really want to see this gray now. In Asia, I saw that koi have free stock pans and are sold like little bricks without pans. Interesting. That's actually a good idea. Would be nice if, you know what, more brands should do that. They should just sell them without the pans, because those of us that want to refill, we don't need the pans as long as the bricks will fit in our existing pans. Wow, I'm not having any luck with this gray at all. Okay, there, we finally got a little bit. Yuck. Oh, I'm sorry, that was off camera and you couldn't even see it. There we go. There's this mess. Okay. Get some water going. I was just looking at the screen because it's so far behind on the computer over there. Okay. Let's see if we can stir this up enough to see what the color is going to turn out to be. Looks okay. I like grays a lot. Oh, that is way thick. Need to add some water to that for sure. Well, that feels more like a gouache, but it is fun. So the little the little Kuretake travel portable palette thing that I have for the Kuretake set has a natural beige and a natural gray in it. And the gray reminds me a lot of this one, and I love it. I love having those two colors in that palette because when I bring them out and about, I do find when I'm painting from life, there's a lot of things that are gray and beige. And it's nice to have those in there. Okay, so those were all those. The only other two paints I have then are these Holbein Permanent Yellow Light Opera and a Peacock Blue. I think the Peacock Blue might be the only one we haven't seen on my channel before. And if we have, and I forgot, sorry. But I want to do the Peacock Blue because I'm curious about it anyway. I have a Peacock Blue from Mission Gold that I really, really like. This would be subscribe you, Annie Noodle, just now. Pockets. Did I say pockets? You'll have to tell me the context because I don't know. Portable palette. We were talking about, I'm not sure what we're talking about with pockets, so you'll have to explain so I can catch up because often when I'm doing something and talking, I just, pockets are great in palettes and in dresses. Yeah, okay. Yes. So yeah, I bought a dress from Amazon because I really love dresses, but I don't have very many that I like to just put on, you know, for every day. And I noticed it had pockets. And I thought that was kind of fun. Ooh, this is pretty. So what was I saying? Yeah, the Peacock Blue I have in Mission Gold. And I love the color, but I don't use it much because it's so bright. But every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I really love that color. But I need to find, I think it'd be fun to do like specific paintings for colors that you really like, but that you don't end up using a lot just because they're maybe not very realistic for your painting style or something. And it would be fun just to have a concentrated effort to try and use that color in several paintings at once. I think that would be so much fun. All right, look at the paint that's left in this palette. So except for all that nasty binder, this will be fun to use up. I can probably grab my Hanamule sketchbook since it's, I don't know, it's not my favorite, but it's fun to do things like this where you're just trying to use up colors. So I may do that. And then let me zoom you out so you can see all of these colors better. Real quick though, let's look at this greenish raw umber. Let's see if you can see it here. Can stay. I am at work. Just came to say hi. Hi. Very nice to see you. Okay. So this was when I had let water sit on it for a while, and it's not quite dry, but it's getting there. It's mostly dry. And this is the one where I just had it directly from the pan without pre-wetting it. So there is a difference in the hue a little bit. So, or not the hue, the deepness of the color. I can't think of the word at the moment because, you know, I'm live. But anyway, it's quite pretty and it looks like it is slightly granulating, at least it is appearing to be that way. And I do like the one where it was pre-wet first. I like it better. All right, let's pull that off so you can see the color under it. There's probably something we were supposed to do that I forgot about. Oh, these cute little colors here. But maybe I'll just do another little video on the Charlie O'Shield Sketching Stuff color set, because I don't want this live to go on too long. All right, let me zoom you out so you can see all of these. Oh, I dropped some water on this swatch. Don't want that. Okay, I think that you can see all of these. Everything looks crooked. Okay. I can... Let me pull the phone off and give you kind of a close-up. This could get interesting, so bear with me if we get wobbly. I am just waiting for the computer to catch up so I can see what it's showing you, because I don't have a screen. Okay, so Sepia from Rosa Gallery, Joyce's Mother's Violet, I don't know, Joyce's Mother Green, Denise's Green, Da Vinci's, Denise's Gray. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that one is. I hope this is giving you a good enough quality, because the color separation in that one is pretty striking. This one is the Stormy. That could be a new favorite color. That I think was, I don't know, was that Rosa's Ultramarine Blue? Yeah, Rosa's Ultramarine Blue. Stormy by Da Vinci. This was the American Journey mixed with Da Vinci Raw Umber Violet. That's cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight down so I don't bonk you so much. Da Vinci, no, what one was that? Let's see. I don't remember, but you can see I was talking when I swatched this. Oh, thank you, Love and Life. I'm so glad about how it kind of separated the color in little white, I don't know, parts of the white of the paper coming through. I mean, it's beautiful. What one was that? Do you guys remember which one that was? Is that the Jacksons? No, the Jacksons is over there. Dang it. I don't know which one that was. Oh, got the sketcher set, half pan set. Haven't had a lot of time to play with it yet. Yeah. So that one. So maybe this is the... That can't be. No, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember. But here they all are a little bit closer up. I'm holding my phone, so excuse the wobbles. They're really pretty. And the lag is so bad I can't see what I'm showing you. There we go. That's pretty. That blue is amazing. Okay, Quinn Gold, so pretty. That one's beautiful. Beautiful. Love that alizarin crimson. Wow. Manganese, always a pretty color. I really like this gray. I'm gonna have to experiment and play with that some more. Okay, I'm going to lift the camera up to my face and I'll go get my gouache palette. So close your eyes because I'm gonna flip this all around and it's gonna be crazy. Okay, you can look, I think. I think. All right, I'm just clipping you back in the stand here. Let me go grab my gouache palette and we'll do that as the last thing. Be right back. It's right here. I'm afraid to look at it, you guys. Oh, we never got the M. Graham burnt sienna back out of the... I just put it in my water dish here. Let's see if it'll open real quick. It's a little wet. Okay, will it open? just by soaking in cold water? No. It needs hot water to open. Darn it. Or pliers. Okay, well, we'll look at the M. Graham Burnt Sienna some other time. Awesome swatch session. Oh, thank you. Yeah, a lot of awesome new colors. Okay, the gouache palette. Ooh. I'm so scared. Here goes. Okay, so that's what the lid looks like, which is pretty normal when I open it up. It just has some leftover paint that kind of spewed through. I think we're in luck. Let me look real close here and hold it up to the light. I don't know. I can't tell in that Naples yellow if that is just color contamination or if that might be a little bit of mold. It looks more just like color contamination. I don't see any obvious mold. That's cool. The paint looks pretty dry though, so I'm not gonna spray it with water, but I am going to pull the mold spray back out. This is the Hemi mold spray, and I'm gonna spray it and just put it back. I mean, it's a bummer that I can't keep this palette like super wet like I want to. I just don't use it enough. So I shouldn't have made a wet palette. I just don't have time to use gouache all the time like I want to. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. That's 2 months, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, 2 months. Just putting the mold spray back over here so that it's exactly where it's supposed to be. So I just sprayed it with the mold spray, lid back on, and it's just gonna go back in the drawer for now. I teach a gouache class. Maybe I'll bring it into class and at least try and re-soften the paints or whatever. I did this all wrong. I put this together all wrong. I'll fix that later. Anyway, so that's good news. That's way better than I expected that palette to look, but that mold spray must be doing the trick because I haven't pulled any of that M. Graham paint out of it. I've been trying to use it up, but haven't had a good chance to do that. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this swatch session. Wow, say that 3 times. Good luck. This was fun to see these new colors, and I probably will make some sort of play with you guys in a video in the future where I'm going to incorporate these colors into my palettes, because we have to do that, and that is one of my most favorite things to do, is to play with my palettes. So yeah, it'll be fun coming up, but I have a couple of videos that have to come first because they're kind of sponsored, kind of not. I don't know. You'll see. Bye, Annie. So anyway, bye, Deb. Bye, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.